Hello, everybody, and welcome to Happyish Christmas.
But does Christmas make you happy? That's the question.
Yeah, that's what we're going to find out.
Yes. Does Christmas make you happy? I'd like to know that overall, do you think?
I think it's sometimes. I was thinking about this earlier, obviously, and one of the things that came to mind was that Christmas is about the children, really. So when you're a child, it's completely magical.
Yes.
And it's really easy because people just give you presents.
And then when you've got children, it's magical because they are there, all excited.
Yes.
And then you have to wait for grandchildren to come round before it's great again.
But then also, as you grow up, you realise that Christmas doesn't just happen by magic. Somebody has to buy the turkey and buy the presents and put up the mistletoe and etc. So it becomes a little bit of work for quite a long time, I would say.
Definitely for the mother of the household. Yeah, when my brother and I were about 3 or 4, we used to all sing Christmas carols by the piano with my mum playing the piano. But when we got to 7 or 8, my brother refused to sing carols anymore. I'm not singing those, he said. And I was a little goody, so I still did it. But he refused. And so Christmas became suddenly really stressful and fraught because the magic was starting to fade.
Yeah.
But can you have a magical Christmas if you're just grown-ups? I mean, maybe you still
Yes, of course you can. Of course you can. I'm just musing on the fact that not everybody has a happy Christmas because you could be separated from your family or not able to see them or working although actually I think working on Christmas Day is quite often great fun. I used to work in a hospital and everybody was happy to do the Christmas shift, just not the New Year shift.
Right.
So it was,
because they knew Christmas would be a certain element of partying.
Yeah, there's a certain element of fun and there's very much a kindness atmosphere and people go home and everybody is, as many people as possible go home and it has a very different atmosphere to New Year.
Well, I remember one Christmas we just went to Australia on holiday. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And there was no Christmas at all. No cards, no presents, no decorating the house, nothing. And actually it was great.
But we were in Australia, so that did make it even greater.
That's true. And I wouldn't want to get rid of Christmas forever. It was just to miss it out once felt quite good.
Yeah. But we don't want to give the impression that we don't enjoy Christmas.
No, it's a mixed bag,
obviously
though.
we do.
I've written down on here, I've got 3 things that make me happy at Christmas and 3 things that don't. Have you been thinking about things that do and don't as well? Have you got...
Yes,
do you want to kick off with something apart from obviously the magic of the children seeing the tree and the presents and all that? Because they do love it and the build up to it.
Well, one of the things is that you brighten up your whole house. So when you put up the decorations, there's loads more light, there's the tree, there's the beautiful smells, there's chocolates everywhere. And so it definitely lifts you in the middle of winter.
Yes.
And so the decorations alone make Christmas happy.
I should have written the smell of Christmas on my list because the smell of a Christmas tree is just, that really takes me back to when I was little, and the candles and mulled wine and all those smells are really powerful things.
Yeah. So that's my first thing that makes me happy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, makes everybody happy.
I didn't have kids or smells on my list. I had food though.
Oh, okay.
And the kitchen's always full of nice things at Christmas.
Yeah.
But the food is I love Christmas dinner so much when you've got to have the sausages and you've got to have the stuffing and the
parsnips.
Not them, no, can't stand parsnips.
Oh yeah, we all eat the parsnips.
But the Brussels sprouts and all those things and the turkey itself are so good that I've been lobbying.
Potatoes.
I want to have Christmas dinner in the middle of the summer as well. Could we have Christmas dinner twice a year?
I don't think your stomach can. Well, I'm sure your stomach
I wouldn't want it every
could,
week, but twice a year.
I know, but there's so much. It's such a winter dish. It's so
it would taste weird in August.
And I think in August it doesn't.
Maybe we're going to have it on my birthday in February. Maybe that would be a good time to have another Christmas dinner.
Okay, right. I'll put it in the diary.
Yeah. So, but I just think the special food all comes out.
Yeah, the special food is always is important.
Yeah.
And all the supermarkets are full of it as well.
Dates, you can have dates.
Pies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cake.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff.
So I had food was one of my big pluses.
Yeah.
Give us another of your pluses of what makes you happy about Christmas.
Well, I really enjoy giving gifts.
I had that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No,
it's
but
mine now.
It's interesting we both picked that.
I'll give you that gift of being able to talk about giving gifts. Tell us about giving gifts.
Well, to my surprise, I think I get more enjoyment giving a gift than receiving it.
Okay.
Mainly because I've already got everything I want. I buy it from Amazon during the year. So it's quite hard to give me something that I really, really, all I do want. One of those presents you've got for me, that puzzle you've got wrapped up for me that I know about. But giving it is really great to see the person's face as they unwrap it. If you've got something, if you found something really good that you know they're going to like, and I do think that's a real pleasure, actually.
Yeah. Do you think that's something that's come as you got older?
Yeah,
So when you're a child, all that you care about really is what you're given.
Yes, absolutely. Totally selfish when you're little. But also when you're little, there's loads of things you want. And when you get to a certain age, you've kind of got all the main things you want. And unless you're going to give me a Lamborghini for Christmas, pretty unlikely. So there's the kind of small things that you're going to be given, you've usually already got.
Yeah.
Although I've got a potato peeler for you with a special non-grip handle you're going to like. No, I haven't. So presents, in a ring box. Brilliant one. And what? Give us another one if you've got it.
I really like the nostalgia of Christmas. So I like doing the rituals, and they can be, they can be religious or not religious. I personally like to go to the midnight service at church, and then there's other things. The Advent calendars and particularly the way we decorate the tree.
Some people have a candle that they gradually burn down all the way through Advent, or 4 candles, they light one each week and that sort of thing.
And the things that you remember from the past and having, we really love our tree with all the old decorations on it, and all the decorations kind of mean something. So
you're right
it's
about
random,
rituals.
And there's rituals and going to see, and we go and see some of the houses that are all lit up, and we go and see the Christmas lights in town and all those things.
There's that road where all the houses have got lights on that we go and see.
and people, and you remember them even though you're grown up,
Yeah,
so,
and putting all the decorations on the tree. The kids and grandchildren love doing that.
Yeah, and they already have a feel for what's coming next.
Yes.
And so that builds them up and they look forward to it.
I've been trying to work out how to make sure that my kids have rituals, because if they always come round to us at Christmas, then they might not develop their own.
Yeah.
But then if they have Christmas at their own house, then I won't be there or whatever. So you know what I mean? So because I think it's really important to do the same thing every year, because when the kids are little.
Yeah.
Because that becomes your Christmas then.
Yeah.
Whatever your rituals might be. And it might even be just, getting the logs in and making a log fire or something. It could be anything.
Yeah.
But those things are really powerful later.
I think you'd be surprised how everybody's already got rituals that they...
Yeah.
Even our youngsters are already on that path.
Probably. Yes, my third thing I like about Christmas is our Christmas tree. Which is a bizarre collection of things that whenever we visit a foreign country, we try to get to buy a Christmas decoration from there.
Yeah.
So we've got, for example, a bell with Barack Obama's head on that we bought years ago in America, which is the Obama bell we've still got. And we've got all kinds of weird things that we've collected. Our tree is very odd, but it's very personal to us and we love it.
And I think I feel that everybody has a personal tree.
Well, some people have quite a corporate tree, don't they, with just one colour.
I know, but I'm
love thinking,
that.
What are you doing?
But then they love that.
Yeah.
You should have the tree that you want. And so the tree,
Yeah.
I agree with you that the tree makes you happier and you must have what you want. I've got one friend who used to always have a real tree. And then one year when she put it up, she discovered that there was a little nest in the tree that had obviously, whoever was living in this nest had been dislodged.
Like a mouse, you mean? Or
no, a little bird,
a
bird's nest.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, it had probably already been vacated before the tree was cut down. Yeah. But she was so upset that her Christmas tree had dislodged a little family of birds that now she has a fake tree and she's really happy with it.
I thought you were going to say she kept the nest and she puts it in the tree every year.
So she doesn't have real trees anymore. So people have all sorts of different ideas about why they do things and want things. But the thing about your Christmas tree is it can just be you, how you want it.
Yes.
So
well, I really like our tree.
yeah, so that's great. So you can make yourselves happier with the tree.
Yeah,
of course.
Anything about Christmas that happy-ish? Is there anything about Christmas that's a bit ish?
Well, one thing is, going back to the trees in a way, is that you mustn't compare yourself with other people. So
like my tree's bigger than yours.
Yes, or even with Mrs. worried about other people, is their tree's bigger than mine.
Well, I've got to say one thing I thought was really cool is that my daughter Louise bought a tree that was too big to fit. It was too tall to fit in their house,
right,
in their front room. But what they did, they cut the top off and they put that upstairs. In the window upstairs, so it looked as if the tree just went all the way up through the house. I thought that was brilliant, and that was a real look how big our tree is. Our tree is often quite small, isn't it? But it's just well stuffed with things, so that's fine.
But also not worrying about. But you shouldn't compare your Christmas with other people's Christmas, because they'll do it differently, and it can be a bit more corporate, or it can be more luxurious.
Yes,
or
personal,
you just
quiet.
make Christmas your own. Yeah. So you have to make Christmas your own and do what you want to do.
Well, one of the things I find difficult with Christmas is relatives. Well, no, I mean, I just...
you and everybody else, probably the relatives.
Relatives for more than 2 days, I think. Isn't there's something about they're like fish, and after 2 days it starts to go off and be a bit smelly and you want to throw it away or whatever.
That's a terrible thing to say before Christmas.
I love having visitors, but 2 days is the maximum if you're listening. But the thing about relatives is you can't choose them, can you? And some relatives you really want to see, and some are a bit more tricky, etc. And but I actually think it is a time when we should make an effort to savour. And, so older relatives, you should ask them, get stories from them, find out when they were young, what it was like. And things. It is a chance to really get stuff from them, hear about what their lives were like. And so, older relatives could be a really good part of Christmas.
I'm just wondering at what point you tip over into being an older relative.
Yeah, so if you'd like to ask me for stories, folks, I'm available.
We are now older relatives.
Well, my friend John Andrews always said he was never going to invite himself to his kids for Christmas, because his dad always used to say, I'm coming for Christmas, and they never wanted him to come. Okay. So he sort of swore he never would, but actually I bet he does, because he goes, but I'm not old yet, so I'm still going to invite myself. No, that's true. So, I do think that, making the most of your relatives is really important, and, because the little kids love it, the older people can be interesting if you pull the information out of them. And
the other thing is that you possibly only see some of these people once a year. So you need to catch up. You need to be generous and kind and welcoming to everybody, because you probably won't see them again for another year.
I am for the first day and a half. But don't you find that it's sort of, after a while, it just, you get kind of tired of so many people in the house, and it's actually quite nice when it all goes quiet again afterwards, and you've just got your world back. And
actually taking Christmas down is also a great joy. I always do that bit myself.
Yeah, I don't.
You want the family to help you put it up, and then
I love putting it up. I don't like taking it down.
Yeah, no, I like to give a whole day and take it all down carefully and pack it away. So
I'm glad I've got you.
Yeah, but I think lots of people feel like that. And then the house feels twice the size because everything's gone.
But funnily enough, my second dislike of Christmas is house full of stuff. Because quite often you get a whole load of presents, and some of them you don't really need or whatever. Just when you've managed to clear out a little bit of space, a whole load of books arrive for you to read, and a whole load of clothes, and a whole load of, more pants or whatever. And so I kind of... it's a constant battle to reduce the amount of stuff in the house. So that's a bit grouchy of me. And it's a first world problem, isn't it? Too many presents or whatever. But I think, it does feel good to at least put away all the stuff after Christmas and get it all organised again.
And then appreciate it. Appreciate all the presents that you've got.
I don't know why, but I find that, I think possibly...
Well, it's a point of stress rather than making you unhappy.
Having all that stuff there.
Because you just like to get everything organised as quickly as possible.
Maybe declutter just before Christmas.
Well...
So you've got lots of space for the things that are going to arrive.
Now, there's a happiness tip we should all take note of.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I agree. Empty the freezer.
Have you got another sort of dislike of Christmas before I get to my third one?
Well, I don't have another negative one, but I do have a positive one, which I think is helpful, which is you can use Christmas as an excuse to connect with people and maybe even the community.
Yes.
You know, go and knock on the neighbours and take them around some mince pies or something. Rather than just putting a Christmas card through the door, you could knock on the door and say...
That little old lady who's lonely and nobody ever
or
hasn't
even,
got any relatives left or whatever. You could go around
all
and
of
take her
those,
something.
You probably would be good to invite them around to your house if that's the case.
Yes.
But even your neighbours who've got big families or whatever, it's nice to actually make the contact, knock on the door and say, you know, I see you've got a new car, or, you know, I'm glad that you've had the guttering fixed or something. I don't know what, but just an excuse for connection with the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or having carols singing in the road. We did try that, didn't we? But it was a little bit of a partial success.
Yeah, but you could have a Christmas meal out a few days before Christmas and invite everyone in the road.
Yeah, or just knock on their door with a mince pie just to say hello. And
we've got some leftovers. Would you like one?
Yes.
Yes. No, it's a good idea. I think it is a chance to reach out and be social, especially it might be an English thing, but a lot of people in this country don't even know the house 3 doors down.
No.
And it is a chance to be a bit more community minded.
Even just to be able to say hello to people. When I was driving down the road today, I saw the car, somebody was walking past with their dog who lives at, number 23. And so I waved at her. I don't know her name. But it was so nice that we both live here.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
It's a good one.
Finish us off on a negative note, Chris.
Yes, finishing on a negative, well, I've got a pet hate as well to come. But all the TV and alcohol, and I love watching telly and I love the odd drink, but I think after a few days of it, you start to feel quite sort of listless because you haven't had any exercise or fresh air. And I think that can be a bad point of Christmas. So I think it's important to get out and just put loads of warm clothes on, as the Norwegians say. No such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing.
Absolutely.
So put something warm on and go out, even if it's raining. Just take an umbrella and get out and get some fresh air and a bit of the pathetic daylight that we get in England. At least get some light.
That's why that Boxing Day walk is always so busy. Down at the beach on Boxing Day is so busy.
And it's fun to go down there and see everybody and all the dogs running around and stuff.
And that's also why everybody's given puzzles and games for Christmas.
Switch the telly off a bit.
Yeah. And we do that.
Yeah.
So that always makes us happier, especially when you win.
but I do find myself getting lethargic if I'm not careful at Christmas. And so, I think one of my sort of happy Christmas tips would be get some fresh air, get some exercise, and all that time between the 25th and the 31st.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Use it to get some things done. Have a jobs to do list.
Okay.
Yeah, but you could use it to do some. Maybe you're too busy to do yoga or something in your normal life with work and everything else. But you could really get into something like that. That would actually make you feel good as well.
I often feel that the happiest point of Christmas is when the Christmas dinner is served, because you can't do anything else then.
Your work is done.
The work is done. You can just enjoy the food and then do yoga until New Year's Eve.
But even if on the 28th you tidy out your shed or something, clear out your shed or some job that you've been putting off all year, you'd feel good then because you'd feel you'd achieved something that week rather than just sitting around.
And I'm sure lots of people do that.
Yeah, and I think that would be a good idea to go into Christmas with maybe a little list of a few things you're going to do in that dead period.
Write it on your list then, and we'll have a very happy Christmas this year, and we will clear out the shed.
Would you like to hear my amusing Christmas pet hate? Because one of the things that it does actually annoy me about Christmas a bit, is when they put up decorations before December and when they have Christmas music playing in shops before December. I don't know why, but I feel the 1st of December should be the allowable date. I mean, you could argue a week before Christmas or something. They're obviously trying to make us buy Christmassy things. And funnily enough, I do think you should buy your Christmas presents in November, because you should get them in nice and early so there's no stress.
Yeah, that's always good.
But I don't want to have Christmas music playing when I'm buying my Christmas presents early.
Well, that's just being grouchy.
You think it's okay to have Christmas trees out and stuff in November?
Well, we were not so long ago talking about things that you can control and things you can't, and knowing the difference. So I think we're right in that ballpark there.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to put the antlers on the roof of my car until December. That's my Christmas pet hate.
Yeah.
Do you have a Christmas like? Is one more little thing at Christmas that makes you happy?
It promises to be such a time of joy.
Yes.
And it doesn't always live up to its anticipation for the whole time.
Living up to the hype, 100%.
But generally, I love listening to the choir at King's College and stuff like that.
Yes,
on
Christmas
the radio,
music.
Christmas music,
and we all know what the best
Slade.
album is. Though your favourite Christmas track is Slade, isn't it?
Slade, Merry Christmas. Oh my goodness, I'm a teenager again.
I
quite
love
like
the Wham! Christmas single. I'm sorry,
No, but it's so
cool,
sad.
Yeah, it's a proper song though, isn't it? It's a quality song.
You need something to
But
get
the best
fill
Christmas
the dance
album
floor.
we actually have on display here. It's the Justin Bieber Christmas album.
Oh yes,
And I'm not a Bieber fan particularly, but that is actually a very good album.
we
can I just
decorate the
say.
tree to Justin Bieber, don't we?
Well, I've got a Christmas playlist on Spotify, obviously.
Of course you
But
have.
a lot of it is Justin Bieber.
And are there 2,000 songs on it? We
No,
need
there's
to
only
know?
about 50.
Okay.
I quite like the Jethro Tull, Solstice Bells, and Fairy Tale of New York, which is not about Christmas at all. But you don't particularly like that, but I do love that.
No,
That song.
I like a bit of joy and dancing.
You like Slade?
That would be my choice.
Yeah, rock and
every
roll.
time.
So that's Christmas then. We pretty much love it, don't we? It's
definitely.
not perfect, but it's pretty good.
Yep, and it comes around every year. So how good is that?
So now let's move on to our regular feature called Happyish, where you talk about a little thing that makes you happy. I talk about a little thing that irritates me.
Okay.
It makes me happy to find things irritating for some reason.
It really does make you happy to find things irritating.
It does, doesn't it? As long as you don't let the whole world irritate you all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's all right to have a bit of fun. And the one I'm going to have, and this does happen when I'm Christmas shopping, when the shops are particularly busy, but it happens all year round, is when there are two queues and you change queues and then the other one goes faster. And sometimes you even change to the faster one and then that one stops and then the other one moves. Or you get to nearly the front and then they open up a third desk. So everything then goes really quickly. And you think, well, why didn't you open that 5 minutes ago? So the whole opening up of desks and in fact, I've even queued up at an airport and just before I got to the front, they closed the desk and we had to all move to the back of one of the other queues.
Yeah.
So I should just relax, shouldn't I? But queuing generally and trying to get the best, fastest queue. When I'm in traffic, I quite often have a look at one of the cars that's level with me and I try to see whether I end up ahead of that car or not. But anyway, over to you for something that makes you happy.
Well, I believe that you've got some sort of mathematical reason why the queues are like that. I'm sure that I've seen diagrams that you've done. So you could just stand in the queue and do the formula in your head and then prove that it doesn't work. That would really make you happy.
That's good. I could make notes on the utilisation of the servers.
Is it called queue theory?
It is.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the queue length is affected by the utilisation of the person providing the service.
Well, there you go. That's what you need to do next time you're in a queue. That'll make you happy.
I could do that. I seriously could do that. Thank you for that. What's made you happy recently, or what?
My recent thing that's kind of a little bit to do with Christmas is we've bought a new duvet.
Oh, the new duvet.
And it's so cozy. I kind of can't wait to go to bed or even don't want to get out of bed in the morning because it's just so cozy.
And you don't need me anymore, do you? Because the duvet's so warm.
No, that's right. So you moving next door? No.
Yeah. We noticed
you can go and join the other queue.
We noticed our duvet had gone a bit flat and it had little bald patches which were not even very warm. And I mean, I don't know how long duvets are meant to last, but we'd had it quite a while, hadn't we?
But you sleep much better when you're really nice and cozy warm.
Yeah.
So I am really thrilled with that. In fact, I should get a nice Christmas duvet cover to go with it.
Yeah, that new duvet. That was
really
money
good.
well spent.
Yeah,
that
absolutely. So that is a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Nice cozy bed.
Would you pay £1 a day for a lovely warm duvet spread over the next few years or whatever?
Absolutely.
Of course you would. Yes.
Right. So shall we have the
time for the quote?
Yes.
Shall we see
the
what's
quote?
in the quote container?
You want to have a Christmas version?
Yes. Let's bring out the Christmas quote container.
Off the top of the table. You can have that.
Right, let's see what we've got in the way of Christmas quotes.
Oh dear. Brilliant.
Takes me a long time to think of the names for the container, you know. Right, here we are.
So what have we got for our Christmas quote?
Oh, it's from Epictetus, one of your Greek philosophers.
Yes.
And it says,
to do with food, maybe?
he is a wise man. Obviously, women didn't count back in those days, but, you know, they are a wise person who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has.
Oh, brilliant.
So don't worry about the things you haven't got. Don't be bugged by the fact you don't have a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Just rejoice for the fact you've got a warm duvet.
Yes.
Or whatever. And
so you think they don't have to be connected?
Just savour the good things. No, I don't think they do. Savour the good things and don't dwell on the things you haven't got.
No.
In fact, maybe actively tell yourself, I don't really want one of those.
No.
I quite often say, I don't really want a Lamborghini.
No.
I mean, people who want them, that's fine. Good luck to them. So the good news is you don't have to buy me a Lamborghini for Christmas because I don't want one anymore.
Perfect. And you will be more than happy with whatever I do buy you.
Whatever,
or I have bought you.
Whatever you buy me, I'll be happy with what I've got. And I won't mind what I haven't got because I can always buy it from Amazon in January anyway in the
that's
sale.
right. Yeah. So when you're opening your presents, you shouldn't be thinking, I hope this is a gold watch.
Oh, it's not a Scalextric set or whatever.
No.
I was hoping
Did you not know that?
Yeah.
It's about what you have got and appreciating that and being thankful for that.
Yeah. It's good advice by Epictetus because a lot of people do dwell. And, you know, I do think we should have goals for things that we want to achieve. We should think about what we haven't got. But in terms of feeling unhappy that we haven't got it, I think that's probably unhealthy.
Yeah, no.
And definitely just being pleased with what you have got.
And
that's
pleased
a really
with
good frame of mind.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, you can say that to people when they look a bit, I've only got talcum powder for Christmas. You know, well, you have to be pleased with what you have got.
Well,
rather
Epictetus says that's what we're going to use from now on.
No, it'll be brilliant. And you can't get enough presents, really, can you? So that's great. Yeah, that would be really good to remember that on Christmas Day.
Yeah, we will. We'll keep that one.
Yeah.
Right. So have a great Christmas, everybody, if you're watching this before Christmas. And I hope you had a good one if you're watching it after.
Yeah.
And we will see you again next week when we will be talking about something completely different, but to do with happiness.
Of course. So keep happy, enjoy your Christmas. And I hope you don't have time to watch a podcast because you're having such a good time.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, bye for now. Bye.